y'all. Downhill, downhill. Uphill is fun. Uphill is fun. Downhill is fun too. Downhill is fun too. But you might look, you might stumble either way. Going downhill or uphill. You might stumble either way. But look at the legs move, okay? Look at the legs move. Now I know I say that, but if you want to say that, go ahead and copy it because you copy everything else. But look at the legs move. Watch the legs move. Watch the legs move. Big, small, medium, whatever they are. Move, move, move them. Move those legs. Big, medium, or small. Move all those legs. Move them all. Big, medium, or small. Move them all. But move them with a purpose. Move them like you have a goal, like you have a purpose. Something that you want to accomplish each and every day. Thank you for that thumbs up. I appreciate you. Don't talk trash. Move those legs like you gotta go. Move, move with a purpose. See, up the hill, you gotta kind of go, knock it out. You gotta go and knock it out. Don't complain. Just make the adjustments to get up this hill. Okay? Okay. Hey, Mad Dog. Mad Dog says, hit that like button, y'all. Thank you, Mad Dog. See, it burns. It burns. It burns when you go up that hill. Going down the hill is fine. Going up the hill is fine. But that's when you get your burn. Mad Dog says, I may doze off, but I'm here, sis. Thank you, Mad Dog. I appreciate you. Hey, Nene. Hi, sweetie. Just stop by to say hi. Thank you, Nene. I appreciate you stopping by to say hi. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're moving, Nene. We're moving. Moving, moving, moving. We keep moving over here. We keep moving. Another motto of Lion's Pride. To keep moving. All day. Throughout the day. Every day. Keep moving. All day. Throughout the day. Every day. You're welcome. Little copy machines. You're welcome. Put it on a copy machine and let it just get copied. And do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Mad Dog dozing off, y'all. Mad Dog be busy. I'm so dang sleep deprived. See? See? That's when you get sleep deprived, Mad Dog. When you get busy. When you're busy, you got so much to do. So much to do throughout the day. Throughout the day and night. Throughout the day and night. I hope it's nice where you guys are. Welcome to this Thoughtful Thursday, or Thoughts for Thursday. Thoughts for Thursday. Thoughts for Thursday are thoughts for every day. Thoughts for every day. Oh my gosh, y'all. Somebody ran over the little squirrel. Ran over the little squirrel. Jeez. Poor little thing. They really, really crushed that little squirrel. So it's Thoughts for Thursday. I usually say Thoughtful Thursday, which we should be thoughtful each and every day. Thankful Thursday. We should be thankful each and every day. But today, we're saying Thoughts for Thursday. Now watch that pops up. Thoughts for Thursday. So many thoughts for Thursday. Well, one thought is that I am praying for the family of the 67 people who have been recovered from the accident between the plane and the Black Hawk. Okay? I don't care how you feel politically, which is ignorant to even place politics on it. But since so many people like to do that, and the main ones who place politics in the picture are the main ones who should be being quiet right now about politics because they sound ignorant and stupid. So what we're going to do is come from an empathetic point and squash that part. You know, talk about how ignorant and stupid it was to make it political. And think about the people and have some empathy and sympathy for the people. Because their minds aren't on politics. Their minds aren't on politics. Their minds are not on politics. Those people were so close to landing, and to have such a tragedy happen, and then to have someone who's ignorant as all ignorant can be, is sad. To come out here and try to pull the attention from what really happened. It's ignorant of him, them, and it's sad. But everybody's just, let's just give them a shot. Let's give them a shot. Give them a shot to what? When somebody shows you who they are the first time, you know, they don't need another few years to show you again. They really don't. They really don't. Only people who are afraid need to give this clown a chance. Only people who are afraid that they will no longer be the majority, who are afraid that their thoughts will no longer rule the majority. Those are the people who are afraid. So we want to send prayers, thoughts, empathy, and sympathy to those families legitimately. Legitimately. Y'all, it's always somebody who wants to wreak havoc and cause problems. You know, that's sometimes at home, at work, at church, at school, wherever you are. Don't allow them to cause problems for you. Don't allow people to cause problems for you. Remember, we're going to talk about that early today. We're going to say that early. Don't let bothered people bother you. Don't let stressed people stress you out. And don't let people who are dumber than a box of rocks make you question yourself, second guess yourself. Okay? God gave you 5 senses. And he gave you common sense. He gave you natural born God-given sense. So that's a total of 7 senses, right? And many of us took those senses and we built on those and became educated. Okay? So you have a lot of sense. Don't let people who are afraid of becoming a minority, people who have issues with themselves, allow you to feel stupid. There's nothing a person who's unintelligent can say to you to make you feel stupid. If a person is unintelligent, there's nothing they can say to you to make you feel stupid. Don't allow them. Don't allow them. Most times when people know that they're not on top of their game intellectually, they do all they can to make others feel less than. Don't let that happen. Don't let that happen. One of your biggest, one of your worst enemies is an uneducated person. An uneducated person. And I'm not just talking about uneducated in the sense of book sense. I'm talking about common sense and natural born God-given sense, as well as book sense, okay? As well as acquired sense things that you learn and acquire through living daily, okay? The sense that you were taught from your parents, your elders, your teachers. Don't let anybody ever make you doubt that. He's so little. He's cute. Hey. There's the little white one. He's white and cream, and there's the other one is jet black around down the street. Cute dogs. These cute dogs. So if you happen to come across this video, please remember, professional, personalized disclaimer. Do not do anything you hear me say or see me do. If you do so at your own risk. Those of us who are licensed, certified, and registered, we are, but we're not licensed, certified, and registered to serve you, okay? I'm not, and that's my disclaimer. Always contact your primary healthcare provider, nurse, practitioner, doctor, physician's assistant, physical therapist, occupational therapist, nutritionist, dietitian, specialty doctor, fitness coach, wellness coach, okay? Psychiatrist, psychologist, all right? Consult with them, have open lines of communication, and make sure that they have open lines of communication within your circle, within your healthcare circle, within your healthcare team. Because we keep it minimum over here. A few shorts with a few lightweights, and we walk and talk. Every day we go walking and talking in Lions Pride. Almost every day. Almost every day. You say, look at the legs move. Get up and move those legs. Move yours. Move those hips. Move that, twist at that waist. Hula hoop, jump rope, go walking, jogging, skipping, running, skating. Get up and put on your equipment and ride your bike around the neighborhood. All right? Get on your stationary bike if you don't want to go outside. Your treadmill, your elliptical, your walking pad, right? Your mini stepper. Do something. Get up and move. Go swimming. Did I say that? If you're in an area where you can go hiking, I just named 12 things you can do. You can walk in place. You can jog in place. Dance. Get up and dance. A straight 30 minutes. You know I recommend an hour. My minimum, I tell you, is 30 minutes. But if you are just beginning, you are a starter, go ahead and maybe start out with 15. And be faithful, be committed, be consistent. Be consistent and be persistent about being consistent. Okay, we got to go through our motivational spiel. We got to go through our disclaimer, right? Listen to your body. Your body tells you stop, stop. If it tells you to rest, rest. If it says no, then it's no, okay? Don't compete where you don't compare. So many people are on here, whether it's the physical activity or the words that they hear because they can't come up with their own words. They're on here comparing with people that they have no knowledge of, okay? People they have no knowledge of, their background, their history. If they used to play basketball, softball, run track, football, volleyball, soccer, they don't know. But let me tell you, on this app, anything to get an extra subscriber, an extra click and a view, people will do at these ripe old ages of 35 and above. See, the young ones don't do that because they're too busy. Let me tell you something about young people on social media. Anything they do can draw an audience. But the middle age and up, they're too busy trying to use somebody else's creativity, style, or whatever, than to just simply be themselves and do what works for them at home. How are you in your day-to-day life? How are you at work? What are the things that you say there? Say those things when you're on the app. Okay? This is how I am in day-to-day life. I'll find one thing and I'll find another thing. They're totally different. But when I'm on this app, I'll correlate them, okay? To express myself. I'm just like that. Like, what do I tell you guys about stretching? You want to stretch before and after. Think of the word radar. Radar. Starts with an R, ends with an R, with a R. A R. Since R doesn't even sound like it's a vowel. Okay. Okay. That's funny to me because when you've been taught certain things, sometimes, this is not formal. We're informal here. But sometimes certain things, whether it's a formal platform or not, certain things you want to say the right way because it sounds weird to you not to. Or you say it, you catch it when you say it, and you're like, that sounds weird. Why does it sound weird? Because it's not the right way to say it. It's not the right way to say it. So always, always, always contact your primary healthcare provider before starting, stopping, changing, restarting, or ending an exercise plan, program, routine, or regimen. Okay? Hey, Betty. Retirement days, comfort foods, and more. Hey, Betty. Betty says, hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello, ladies. Thank you, ladies, for coming through on this thoughtful Thursday. And again, our thoughts and prayers are with the families and friends of the 67 people who were in the accident, the tragic accident with the plane and the Black Hawk, okay? Our thoughts and prayers are with them. Our thoughts and prayers are with them. And this isn't a political thing, okay? Anybody who would insert politics into such a tragedy has got to be one of the biggest doofuses of them all. It's not political, okay? It's not about the color of someone's skin, their education, what they do. You have young, talented people, I think maybe 14 at least, who are Olympians, okay? As well as all the other individuals who are all special in their own way. So our thoughts and prayers are with them. Hey, Joyelle. Joyelle says, hey, my sisters. Who they talking about? They sleeping. You already see. I know I'm sleepy too. Sleep don't fail me now. I got steps. I got steps in before coming home. That's good, Joyelle. That's good, Joyelle. Mad Dog says she is sleep deprived, okay? She is sleep deprived. What y'all eating today? What y'all eating today? Anybody with an ounce of empathy? I don't know, y'all. It's just a sad, sad, sad day. I woke up this morning and I heard about that the plane crash and the jet crashing into the plane. And y'all, that was just, I don't know. A sad day in history. It's a sad day, and it will always be a sad, sad day. Always be a sad, sad day that happened today. I really hate it. I really, really hate it. I truly hate it. There comes a time when, I can remember people who, some people don't have as much empathy as other people, and sometimes I don't know if it's even about empathy. Sometimes it's just some people don't have their emotional state or their ability to empathize, to sympathize for other people. Their ability to do that is minimal. It's minimal. Right, Joyelle. Humanity. Compassion. They don't have it. Some people truly lack compassion. And sometimes it's through no fault of their own. Sometimes people are just like that. But I have seen people who have the inability to be compassionate, but they're not evil. They're not evil. I've seen a lot of people who, it's just like I've seen some, like we talk about parents and stuff a lot over here. I've seen Y'all see my what you call these flossers? Blackers? Plackers? I ate me an orange before walking, so y'all already know what time it is. But guess what I'm not gonna do? I'm not gonna throw this on the ground, okay? So there are people who they lack the ability to empathize, to have or show compassion. But like I said, I've seen many loved ones like that. But they do love you. You know, they're just not very affectionate. They're not. They're just. They lack the. Some of them are compassionate, but for some reason they're rigid. They're tense. They don't have that ability to show it. And I can understand that. It's just like people have different personalities. A type A personality is totally different than a type B personality. Okay. Um, so understand that. But even in that case, most even those people tend to have an ability to show at least a certain degree of empathy. Maybe not a lot. They can express that they understand that a person is going through something, right? But you have some people who don't have that ability to express compassion, empathy, humanity, or any of those words. Yeah, their moral compass is just and that's on top, and that's a whole other different thing right there, that moral compass. But I'm talking about some people, they're not bad people. They just have that, they just lack that ability to show compassion, or maybe even feel it. See, that can be a result of how they were raised. If they weren't shown empathy, sympathy, and compassion, and love, humanity. Now, people tend to be one of three ways. If they weren't shown all those things, they won't really express all those things well. Or if they weren't shown all those things, they'll be very good at expressing it, and it'll be natural. Or you can have someone that's just kind of middle of the line. They kind of toe the middle, okay? But that's a totally different thing when you have somebody who's like that, and they're evil. They're evil. Because some people are like that, but they're not evil. They don't go around with the thought in their head that people are beneath them because of the way they look, the way they sound, where they're from, the way they act. They're pretty much just like that with everybody. They lack the ability to show all those positive attributes, okay? Express all those positive things. They're just, attributes a lot of times come naturally, but some attributes don't. Sometimes you as you go through life, you know, it develops you, the things that you encounter, the situations that you go through, you know, you obtain certain attributes there about yourself. So, but you have some people who lack the ability to do all that, but you have other people who lack the ability to do it because they don't even want the ability to do it. They don't even want the ability to do it. They're evil. They're evil. And a lot of times, the worst things that they say about a person or about a group of people, it applies to them. It applies to them. That's right, sis. I'm the same way. Just don't throw items on the side of the road. Right. Because I think of the cousins, uncles, and brothers. Yep. They may have to pick it up. Yep. Yeah, they may have to pick that up. It's just like when you're in the grocery store, Joyelle. When I could not stand to see a cup or somebody's in Walmart and they just sit their cup up there and leave it. Like, why do you do that? Why would a person do that? You know how you have children who will come along and just grab that cup and drink out of it? And the first thing a person will say is, well, where was the mother or dad? No, where's the incompetent, ignorant person that sat it there? Because you don't do that. Because you can, let me tell you something. When you're shopping, if your child isn't right there in the buggy with you or in the like carrier, and you have them in the buggy, if they can walk, they have the abilities, they can walk now, 1, 2, 3, up to 5 years old even. Sometimes you have their hand, right? Or they're right there, right next to you. And you're focused on the groceries. You're always focused on your children. But you know what I'm saying? You're focused on looking at what you're trying to get. And your child is a little one. They're short. You don't even notice that there's a cup on the second shelf up from the floor. Your eyesight, right, you're focused on the shelf 4 or 5. And then the baby sees that cup and drinks out of it. I cannot stand it. That burns me up when people leave open food or cups that from probably not even from the grocery store that they're shopping in or the department store. It could be at the mall, strip mall, boutique. And they just leave a cup sitting there that they had a soda in or whatever they had. And somebody's child grabs that cup and drinks out of it. That's at no fault of the parents. Because a lot of times, you don't see every little thing that's going on. Like I said, if it's on the second shelf and you're 5 feet at least, you're looking at the third, fourth, or fifth shelf, maybe even looking up. Children see every little thing because children they're bored. When you have toddlers, they're fidgety. Now, I'm not saying excessively fidgety. I'm saying they're fidgety. They're looking around. They're learning. They're babies. All they know to do is just to stand there with mommy. So as they're standing there, they're just, their mind is wandering, or they're just looking. They're taking in. They're soaking things up. They're just looking. They know that they drink out of cups. They may want something to drink. They may not even want something to drink. And then you look down and you see your baby sucking through the straw of this cup. You get mad as hell. You get mad as hell. And of course, initially the parent may say, don't do that. Why are you doing that? Because they're mad, but they're not mad at the child, honestly. Even if you taught your child, now if they're 5 or 6, you may be a little upset with them, but at the end of the day, the anger is from the person it's for the person that set it there. Why would you set a cup there like that? That gets on my nerves to see it. Marching. And I see it often. You see that often. Grown adults will sit those cups up, or they maybe were eating nachos or something like that, and they sit it there and somebody's child picks it up. So yeah, the initial reaction, you may startle the child because you're like, wait, what are you doing? But the anger isn't towards the child. The anger is for the idiot that sat it there. I cannot stand to see that. So that littering and stuff like that, or it's like sitting things down and other people may come in contact with it. I can't stand people that do that. I'll tell you something that has gotten out of hand. I understand that people have and depend on service animals. Oh my God, yes. But in the grocery stores, in the shopping carts, come on now. Exactly. I love dogs. I love puppies or whatever. But if I won't do it for me, I don't want my own puppy in my buggy. Then I'm not going to do it for someone else. If this is, Joyelle, we talked about that a little bit the other day, earlier this week, or maybe late last week. I think it was earlier this week. There's one thing to have a service animal. There's another thing to be on you remember when, who was it? Paris Hilton, and even some of the other, older ladies, they would have their puppies in their purse, carrying the puppies around. But even then, at least they would carry them and keep them in their purse or in their arms. Let me tell you something. I was in the store. This was not a service animal or an emotional support animal. If that's the case, everybody can say they need an emotional support animal. Now, there are some people, like military people, veterans, people who have really experienced traumatic stress, right? Maybe they do need their animals. But these people are just bringing their animals in the stores because they want to. And the stores are allowing it. I was in Home Goods, and they sell furniture, right? This girl let her dog get up on the furniture. I was like, you know what? That's the kind of stuff right there is the reason why people order so much now, order online. Because some of these stores, now, granted, if the manager didn't see it or an employee didn't see it, and she did it, then it's not their fault, it's her fault. But why did you bring him in if you didn't want to hold him the whole time? Why did you bring him into the store? He may poop. Animals get little bugs just like everybody else. What if he has an accident on the furniture? Guess what? They're not going to tell it. They're not going to tell it. They're going to grab him, scoop him up, and go on about their business. I've seen so many things with these people that take their pets with them. They're nasty. They will let their pet do whatever. Or it doesn't have to be an accident. It could be that he scratched the sofa. You know, tear up the sofa. That bothers the heck out of me. Don't bring your pet into a store, let him climb all over the furniture and tear up stuff. Don't do it. He may have an accident. Like I say, pets get bugs too. He may have a little virus or something and his stomach is torn up. Or he may just have a little tinkle accident. Nobody wants to buy that stuff. He may not have an accident at all. I don't want to buy a sofa and your pet hair's all over it. Your pet fur is all over it. Hey, Rooted. Julia says, hey, Rooted. Me too. I love my fur baby. But she isn't going in the store. Right. And then some of them, what makes me so mad, Joyelle, is they'll let them sniff all over the fruit. The fruits and veggies, they let them sniff all over it. Honey, just uncouth. Let me tell you, uncouth, okay? We're going to add some syllables into the couth part. Uncouth. They're uncouth. I'm like, geez. Get your, this isn't a support animal. They're just bringing them in there. And then they look at you when you look at them as if they have a problem. You do have a problem, and I have a problem with the problem. Your problem is bringing these dogs into the store, letting them tear up stuff, letting them sniff all over stuff that other people have to purchase and eat. Now, it's enough that we don't know what the fruit and veggies go through before they get to the store, right? But then to walk into a store and then see an animal sniffing all over the fruit, sniffing all over everything, that burns me up. I don't want, that's your dog, okay? Your dog. You go and plant a garden and let him sniff and tinkle and all this stuff all over the place. I don't want your dog sniffing all over my stuff. And girl, sometimes they look like they don't even keep the animal clean. I'm like, geez. Like, geez. Y'all look at the legs move. Watch the legs move, okay? Watch the legs move, and hopefully you will be motivated to get up and move in some way for yourself, okay? Okay, there was a little bit of music there, y'all. I had to mute for a second. It wasn't really heavy, but I like to be on the safe side when it comes to this music. Sometimes they catch you, though. Sometimes they catch you, so you got to hope that you're talking and that you're talking over it, because sometimes they just catch you. Out of the blue, they come through here with these heavy systems, and they just catch you. So look at the legs move. I hope that you have moved your legs today for at least 30 minutes, and move with the purpose, okay? Move with the purpose. Because over here in Lions Pride, we walk and talk. That's why it's called Let's Walk and Talk. Lions Pride, let's walk and talk, because that's what we do. But listen, the main component of that is the walking. Make sure you get the movement in, okay? The main component is the walking. The deeper aspect is the moving, okay? Keep moving and grooving. Keep moving and grooving, okay? Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving and grooving. Keep moving and grooving. Y'all, please don't scoop that, okay? Like, damn. If we're in the same circle saying the exact same thing, come on, be creative. Yeah, jeez, I have to think, girl, Joe, I have to think about every damn thing I say over here, girl, to try to brand my channel. It's like you can't brand your channel these days, because when you try to brand it with the simplest of things, girl, they scoop your branding up. I'm like, damn, get creative. You can walk and roll. You can walk this way. You can let's do it. I mean, the walking and talking is for a reason. It's an example of how good your fitness level is, right? Because if you're walking and you're talking, but your talking is a struggle, then you need to be remembering the main component. Just walk. Just walk. Walk. Because you may not think that you're struggling, but we can hear it. You're going to feel a little bit winded, but Let me tell you, some of you just need to play it back, okay? Play it back. You cannot brand your channel. I mean, like, this little area, it's like a neighborhood. And it's hard as hell to just brand your channel. And I always say certain things. And let me tell you, if you come into my chat, I'm going to watch you. And if I haven't seen you say certain things before, and all of a sudden you scooped it up from over here, I check you. And a minute, I check you. You're not going to be welcome. Hey, you can watch if you're that hard up to watch, but I don't watch people who don't welcome me. So, geez, like I say, radar starts with R, ends with R. Start with stretching, end with stretching. I just do those kind of things. I create my own colloquialisms, okay? Dang. It's called just a little bit of creativity. It's not hard to do. We can all do the exact same thing. Just do it our way. I say it all the time. I can get so tired of looking like a bunch of channels, maybe about 20 channels, and we all look like Stepford-wise, like robots. Like, it's not what we're doing. 1 million people can do the same thing. That's not the problem. Just copy your own style. Y'all, I'm getting so sick of that. I'm about to start just upload, shutting the lives down, because people coming to your stuff, even if they can't get but 1 or 2 subscribers, that's what they do. Then they try to get them over there to kind of increase their watch hours and stuff like that. You can do a lot of stuff. You don't have to just get on a copy machine and carbon copy somebody. Everybody, yeah, they love to say, well, everybody's trying to win. Yeah, everybody is trying to win. But do your own thing and win. Just like everybody's trying to win doesn't mean that everybody has to be dependent on everybody. I try all I can to just say certain things to make my channel different, because I'm walking. There's nothing different about that. I'm just walking. Now, if I get on here and do my regular daily exercise routine, start putting the splits on here, the handstands on here, but I don't have time to do that because this isn't my bread and butter. But that's what I might start doing. If I ever need a job, I might start doing that, because that's like the only way you can get people to just stay out of your ecosystem, copying everything you do. You got to get downright original. And I'm like, damn, I just come up with the little colloquialisms, the things that I say, and I can't even let that rock. Y'all, there goes the cactus. There's that cactus. Getting big, big, big. It's getting big, big, big. Like, I'm like, okay, my channel is Let's Walk and Talk. A lot of people do that. You can put it in the search bar and you'll see that. So that's not the thing. It's the way I do. Like, damn, don't play on my words. Like, actually play on my words, but create your own. Like, it's not hard. We're 30, 40, 50 years old. The young kids don't do that type of stuff. These young kids, they'll get out here, let me tell you something. These young kids on social media, if they see you outside throwing a ball, right? I'm gonna say something simple. And you get 1,000 subscribers in a day from throwing that ball. Guess what? The neighbor's gonna throw that ball and run into the ball and catch it. Maybe run and turn a flip. They're gonna do something a little bit different. And if you say, come to me, ball, they're gonna say something like, let me rock the ball. They're gonna be a little bit different. Put a little creativity in it, like, yeah, damn. So I do this, look at the legs walk. Look at them move. Okay, look at the legs walk. Look at them move. Hopefully you'll get up and move in some way. Whether you walk, run, skip, jump, hike, go swimming, get you some type of cardiovascular aerobic activity in. And not only that, get you a little bit of anaerobic activity, okay? Get you in a little bit of anaerobic activity, okay? We know that aerobic uses what? Oxygen, all right? So you want to work that body. Make sure you don't hurt that body. So y'all, somebody gonna cop that? Work that body. Make sure you don't hurt that body. Trick that body. Make sure you don't work that body. Trick the body, because your body hits plateaus. It's kind of like when a writer gets writer's block, right? He's writing a book. He's written 3 books in the past 3 years. And all of a sudden it's been 6 months and he's trying to write a book and he just can't. Sometimes your body will get that way. You've been seeing results and all of a sudden you haven't seen any results in the past month. Guess what that means? You've hit a bottom, okay? You've hit a plateau. So you have to change up your exercise program, you know? Most likely your doctor or your fitness coach, your fitness trainer, your therapist, whoever he sent you to create your program, or just you, if it was just you. You probably have some alternative exercises on there that you can do. But you like this certain set that you've been doing. You hit a plateau, maybe you need to, especially if you haven't reached a certain goal, you need to start modifying, okay? Modifying those exercises and replacing them with some of the other exercises that you haven't done, okay? If you walk every day, which is the easiest, cheapest way you can exercise, it's a great way. Maybe you need to get on the bike, okay? Maybe you need to get on the walking pad. Maybe you need to do something a little bit. Maybe you need to do intervals. You need to do some HIIT and involve some LIT. Maybe you've been doing low impact, low intensity. You need to add in a little bit of high intensity, okay? High intensity. All right? You just been doing LIT, or you've been doing HIIT only. Insert a little LIT, okay? Insert a little low intensity, okay? Get that body moving. Your heart is a muscle as well. You want it to be strong, but you don't want to overexert. Do not compete with other people. You cannot compete where you don't compare. We don't know each other on these apps for real. See, some of us have played basketball, run track, softball, volleyball, baseball, football, and you're sitting here trying to cop somebody's whole style, and you really don't know what they truly can do or what they have done. So we keep it low intensity over here with just the walking. I do my lightweight resistance training sometimes in my shorts. But let me tell you, it gets heavy, okay? The intensity gets heavy because at the end of the day, people say that your health is your wealth, right? Over here in Lions Pride, I say that your health and your fitness are your wealth. Maybe your numbers look great, but do you park right there as close to the door as you can when you go to the grocery store? Are you feeling like, whew, I'm gonna park in here? Get that fitness in order, okay? Get that fitness in order as well. You wanna work your body, work your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body, okay? Okay? That's what we wanna do. Get that heart to pumping so that it can pump the blood throughout your body, okay? So that it can help that lymphatic system to push that lymph. That lymph helps your immune system. It is your immune system, okay? You want it to push that lymph. You want it to push that blood. You want those arteries those valves, the arterial valves, you want them to open up, okay? You want them to open up. Hey, Deborah, catch it by faith. Hello, everyone in the chat. Daria says, good afternoon, Deborah. Thank you for speaking to Deborah. I didn't know she was here. See, that's what we're supposed to be, like a little family. Pushing each other, but also being uniquely you. Push each other, but be uniquely you. Because I try my best to be uniquely me. And it steps on my toes when I see somebody else darn near saying everything I say out of my mouth verbatim. Or the wordplay is so minimal that you know exactly what they're doing. Like, be creative. There is enough space and room and dollars and subs for everybody. But I don't like looking like, like I say all the time, those neighborhoods that have the houses that look the exact same. That can be cute, but I like the neighborhood that has houses that maybe have the same scheme kind of, but a little bit different, a little bit different. So we're going up this hill and we ain't fussing, right? Go up that hill, get that incline, don't fuss. If you cannot do that, don't do it. Listen to your body. Listen to your body. Work your body, work your body. Because that's what you're doing. That heart is pumping, all right? Move those joints. Your joints have synovial cavities. Those synovial cavities have synovial fluid, right? The more you move, the more fluid you create. Now, you don't want an excess of it. You don't want an excess of it. You don't need that much. You just need to make sure that you're constantly moving or moving on a regular enough basis that your body is creating enough, Because sometimes people start to experience joint issues, maybe arthritis or other issues, sometimes it gets to be that bone on bone. Well, even then you can still make synovial fluid, but just make sure that you are under the watch of your doctor. Having open lines of communication with them, right? Open lines of communication with them. So we're gonna stand still and march because the traffic is coming a little bit. Lift those legs up. Lift those knees up. Up, down, up, down. Help that hip joint. Help that hip joint. Create that synovial fluid to lubricate those joints. Keep moving to create more synovial fluid. Okay? But make sure that you do so at your own fitness level. And again, y'all know I am I become very annoyed when I see people who don't go to the doctor themselves and they tell other people, go to your doctor, go to your doctor. But in the same like sentence almost, they say that they don't go to the doctor. That's like, what is that? That's like an oxymoron. It's like an oxymoron. Let me go up a little bit because I've been trying to kind of pay attention. Let's see. I saw Joyelle speak to Rooted, Uncouth. Joyelle says, Father got my mouth from being, okay, problematic. Joyelle, let me tell you, with the individuals on this app every day, it is a tassel, baby. It's tough. It's tough. Rooted says, hey, Joyelle, sending the heart. Thank you, Rooted, for sending Joyelle that heart. Joyelle says, how are you, Rooted? Sorry, I was picking up my son from school. Joyelle says, baby, I know what that mom life is. Okay, what that mom life is like. My baby just walked in. Okay, just walked in the door. We multitask. Okay, tell me about it, Joyelle. We multitask, especially like when you're doing content. Even if you're not doing any type of activity, you're trying to do your thing because you're busy. So you take the time out to try to be somewhat creative, and then it gets copped and cooped up. That ain't hitting. That ain't hitting. And I ain't even gonna be like calling no names out. But if you can't type in the chat, then that'll be just it. You'll just watch me and continue to steal, because you're gonna steal anyway. You're gonna steal anyway. But if it ain't for you, it ain't for you. If it ain't for you, it ain't for you. What's for you is for you. We can do the exact same thing, but if it's not for you, and you can have more people in your chat than me. If it's not for you, it's not for you. If it's not for me, it's not for me. It's just like people will look at your subscriber count and think, well, that had to be it. No, you don't know. But one thing about my subscriber count, they weren't purchased, okay? You gain some days you lose some. Hell, some days I lose a lot of them. Because we used to be a gaming channel for all you nosy people that keep running over here in my chat thinking, oh, well, let me just try to cop this style because I need a few more subscribers. I need a few more views. I need to get monetized. This was gaming over here, okay? By some real true gamers. My nephews and his friends. See, you can sell your channel. Someone else can run your channel. People come to your channel thinking because you got these many people. If you ever notice my subscriber count, because that's what y'all be looking at. Y'all old folks, worse than these kids. Like I said, a kid can come outside and throw a ball and get 1,000 subscribers in a day. Just because of the way they threw the ball. The way they threw the ball. They don't have to be a football player. They don't have to be a celebrity. These kids are creative. And you'll get another kid that'll come throw a ball a totally different way. They're both throwing balls, right? They're supporting each other. Adults don't support each other. They just come and see what they can get, see what they can scoop up, and then you don't see them for a minute. Like you ain't gonna go over there and see what they're doing. Yes, everybody can eat. And the main people that say, well, why is she being so petty? They don't get it until it happens to them. When it happens to them, then they get it. When it happens to them, they get it. Deborah came through here. I'm glad you spoke to her, Joyelle, because I think it was a minute before I saw her. Joyelle says, Ben fell out trying to keep up with a track. Okay. A volleyball player, a football player. You cannot compete with people that you don't know. I only compete with the person that you were a few hours ago, yesterday, the day before, the week before, the month before, the year before, years ago. Those are our best competition. Those people, for each and every one of us, our best competition is us. Rudy says, I'm driving and listening. Hey, Saint. Saint says, hey, Lions, just got on to say, hey, Saint. What you cooking, Saint? I hope you are doing well. Thank you, Saint. I appreciate you. See, I appreciate genuine people like Saint, Joyelle, Nene, my moderators. Some people come through here, they're just genuine, okay? They're not coming looking for anything. They just come and look to talk with you, shoot the breeze, okay? Shoot the breeze, talk a little, swallow a little spit, okay? Talk a little shit and swallow a little spit. That's all you want to do. Shoot the breeze. Saint says, hey, Joyelle. Thank you guys for speaking to each other. Saint says, I'm doing well. I'm making chili tonight. Come on, Saint. Cyber sent me a bowl. Cyber sent me a bowl of that chili. Chili with cornbread, so she's good. She's good. Cyber shoot me some of that chili. Okay, YouTube. I hope you got that context. Y'all know it's certain words we can't say, right? Or certain words that they don't want us to say. All right? Cyber sent me some of that chili, Saint. So I like good. Honestly, I only want certain. I love it when certain subscribers come because they got their own thing going. They're not looking to kind of try to, we all can learn from each other. That's the goal. But to me, y'all know I'm really about authenticity and uniqueness. We can do the same thing all day, every day, but have some you about what you do. Make it yours. You can't make it yours if you're saying everything I say. I can't make it mine if I'm saying everything you say. I don't even feel right doing that. And we just got a small circle of us. Mostly everybody in this chat has seen each other at some point today, or will see each other later on today, or will see each other tomorrow, sometimes within the week, right? So yeah, sometimes some people really work hard on their channels, like they get the banners, they use the apps and stuff like that. But some of us work hard without doing all of that. We use our mind. We use our way with words. That's called hard work too. So I don't be appreciating when people come over here thinking, okay, that she got so-and-so, and then they leave and they do everything that you do, knowing that's not even the material, that's not even the content that put me where at that subscriber count. It's not. Y'all better start learning. Go to your studio, okay? Go into your studio and don't just look and get an overview of how things work. Google how things work. Go into your studio. Learn how the analytics work. Yeah, we all know that. I know that you all know about the analytics, but learn how they truly work, right? Follow your analytics. Especially if you're really trying to make $1 on here, go into your studio, learn how your analytics work, right? Learn how they work. Use Google to let it help you learn how Google and YouTube work. Because just going chat to chat and kind of trying to get a sub here, there, and all that stuff, and then, we can learn from each other, but anything I say over here, you learn from it, I'm good with that. But damn, put a little spin on it. Make it your own. Don't do it verbatim, and put a good spin on it, not some trivial. I can't stand that. Y'all know I can't stand that. So anybody who comes through here and says that they don't know, they lying. Because I preach about that. Because I've seen other people go through that too. Remember I was telling y'all yesterday, some people don't even go live anymore. Because it ticks them off so bad to see that they just can't, any little thing they do, or the negativity that people bring. So they just upload. They upload and they let it go. They upload and let go. And then they just watch their analytics. Rudy dropped the hearts. Joyelle says, oh, Lord, that sounds so. Don't it sound good? That sounds good. Y'all know we're not moving with a purpose right now. All right. Because we winding down. We've been on here like 59 minutes. So this is the true cool down, right? Y'all know a true cool down is 3 to 5 minutes. But I come on here every day to do my second cool down with you guys. It's just my opportunity to go live, to interact, to engage, to network, to have conversation, to dialogue, to converse, however you want to say it. Not to conversate. I cannot stand to hear that. That is not a word. Conversate is not a word. Okay. I guess it's gonna have to be now, right? Because if you Google it, it will say. Sometimes it'll say the urban way of saying converse, or they'll say that it'll kind of give you a little history on it. People have just used it so much thinking it was a word because it sounds like a word. It sounds right until it's like now it's there near in the dictionary. It's at least in the Google dictionary. But we come on here to converse, okay, not conversate. And y'all ask Joyelle. Joyelle is a scholar. She knows. Rudy says, I'm making salmon. Do y'all say salmon or salmon? I think the correct word is salmon. But do you say salmon? Do you say salmon? Is it like potato, tomato, tomato? He's working salmon and lemon sauce for dinner tonight. Look, Joyelle about to come ask for a plate. Look at her. Come through, Rudy. That sounds delectable, too. We are a salmon-eating family. Joyelle says, that's right, sis. Teach and preach. It is not. It's not. And some people like to say, oh, it's petty, it's petty. It's enough out here for everybody. Yeah, it is petty and petty until it happens to you. Until you realize that somebody is scooping up every little thing you do and say and not even presenting it. See, that's why I always give that professional, personalized disclaimer, right? Over here in Lions Pride, we do not medically, professionally, clinically assess, diagnose, treat, or evaluate, right? We do not medically, professionally, or clinically assess, diagnose, treat. I always thought the L was silent too, Joyelle, but guess what? It's something about that word. Half the times I'll say it right and half the times I won't. Now see how I just got through fussing about I don't like the word conversate because it should be converse. It's converse. They've said conversate so much till it's about in the dictionary. They're going to put it in the dictionary. Remember, bling wasn't really a word. Then they finally put it in the dictionary. They finally put it. See, look at that. Look at how much hip hop can affect American culture. Yeah, bling wasn't a word. Or even, was it a word? I think it either wasn't a word or the bling bling, and then they put the bling bling in there. But I really don't think bling was a word. But thanks to Louisiana, we got bling. So there are a lot of words that, we just, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Because sometimes they just become they're said so much that they just trend. They become popular. They just become a part of the English language. Become a part of the English language. So y'all watch the legs move. Look at the legs move. Look at the legs move. We slowing down. We're slowing down. Okay? But we want to look at the legs move. Get out and move. Walk. Skip. Jog. Okay? Run. Can't take off running because my phone already flipping around to a different orientation anyway. Okay? All right? Can't take off running. We don't want the phone to fly across the street. All right? Walk. Skip. Jog. Run. March. Like a marching band. Get those knees up. Work those joints. Work those hip joints. Okay? If you're at the desk, you're at work right now, put that mini stepper up under there. And just let it go. Go. All right? Make sure you what? Stretch. Take that circle. Picture your big toe. Draw circles. Draw circles. That way. Go that way. This can help you become more balanced. See how long you got to stand on that other foot? Go that way. See how long I'm standing on that other foot? Do you some balancing activities. See there? We still standing on that other foot. See how long you got to do that? Count to 5. Do those circles and go the opposite way. Then come back and go the same way that you started. Then come back and go the opposite way. When you wake up, start stretching as you get up. Start it in the bed. Like I just did that in the bed while you're laying there. Extend, flex, extend, flex. Pull that knee up while you're laying in bed. Just get it warmed up. Get it warmed up. All right? Pull it on up higher to work that hip. Right? Do the other leg. See if that helps you. See if you get up a little bit easier. Even if you have no problems getting up. Start now. You're over 35? Start now. Start now. Yes, it's commonly confused, and we grow up hearing them half butchered, okay? Half butchered. Start doing that now. Take some deep breaths in and out. Deep breath in. Pull it in, pull it in, pull it in. Release. Pull in that O2. Pull in that oxygen. Okay? Pull in that oxygen. Pull in that oxygen. Activities that use oxygen. Get up and do some aerobic activities, cardiovascular activities. And when you pull in and pull that oxygen in, you got to release, exhale, and let that CO2 and other waste out. In and out. Pull that oxygen in. Let that CO2 and other waste out. Your respiratory system helps your body to release waste, right? We all know that we have to tinkle, that releases waste. We have to do that other thing on the backside that releases waste, all right? Pulling that oxygen in and exhaling releases waste. Your lungs, right? Your digestive system, your kidneys, they help you to release waste, right? Pull those deep breaths in and out. And if you have any health issues or not, if you're completely healthy and you know it, always still have those open lines of communication with your healthcare team, your doctor, your nurse practitioner, your physician's assistant, your physical therapist, your occupational therapist. If you've had injuries in the past, your nutritionist, your dietitian, your fitness coach at the gym, the person who helps you with your weights at the gym. And hopefully the best thing to do is have a certified coach, okay? But if you don't, most gyms, because they don't want any liability, they try their best to train the people who are training you, right? Some of them have national certifications, some of them have state certifications, but make sure that whatever you do and whoever's helping you, if you don't feel right, don't do it. And if they have a problem with that, then you don't need to work with them. If they have a problem with that, you don't need to work with them. You need to work with someone else, okay? Work with someone else. Work with someone else. If they have a problem with that, you need to work with someone else. You know your body. You know how you feel. You know your body. You know how you feel. You know your body. You know how you feel. And if you don't feel right, then stop. Stop. If you don't feel right, stop. Rest. Rest. That's okay. Do it again the next day. And hold back on it a little bit, okay? You can do it again the next day, but go a little bit lighter, okay? Go a little bit lighter. Go a little bit lighter. Your heart is a muscle. You want it to be strong the way that you want all of your muscles to be strong. Make sure to incorporate some weight training 2 to 4 days during the week. If you're going to do full body, maybe 2 days are enough. If you're going to do upper body on Monday, Wednesday, do your lower body Tuesday, Thursday, or however you want to do it. And get your break Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Some people don't take breaks. Some people work out every day. There's nothing wrong with cardio every day. All right? As long as you have what? Consulted your healthcare team. They form a circle around you. I call that circle an atom. You are the nucleus of that atom, right? Right? You're the nucleus of that atom. Atoms have nuclei. Cells have nuclei. Now the cells, that's where that have nuclei. That's where that DNA and the RNA, that's what all that stuff. That's where you get all that stuff, right? So your cells have a nucleus. Your cell has a nucleus. Your cells have nuclei. Okay? Your atoms have nuclei. Okay? So make sure for your body type, your body size, your age, your gender, you're doing the things that are conducive for your health, your fitness, and your spiritual, emotional. I'm looking, y'all, I'm being nosy. Your mental, emotional, your spiritual, and your physical growth. Okay? Your mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical growth. Okay? Girl, I was thinking about that baby that was in Joyelle. Look, I thought about him last night. After I had gotten off, I took a shower and everything. I was looking at some stuff on here, and then I started, doing some other stuff around the house, and I thought about him. So, I was gonna go look at his channel. So I didn't do it immediately because I kind of, after the shower, I was doing whatever. So I did look at it early this morning, but I'm not sure. I took a screenshot of it, right? And with that name that he has, there are so many channels with that image or one similar. It wasn't a whole lot, but because it was Goku, it was quite a lot. It was enough. So I really quite couldn't tell, but I think I found him. But if it's the one that I'm thinking, it wasn't a lot on there, but he is young. But he is young. While I was with my children in class, laugh out loud. I know. Oh my gosh, he was having little relationship issues. Bless his heart. He was having those relationship issues. Like if that's your person, you'll know it. He was 12 years old? Was he 11 or 12? He was 12. Baby boy, that's probably not the one that you're gonna be with. Okay? That's probably not the one you're gonna be with. And if it is, if y'all got together the first time you got intrigued at 12, look, she's looking at another little boy today. At 14, you're gonna be looking at another little girl. Okay? At 14, probably before that, probably next semester, you'll be looking at another little girl. Probably the beginning of next year when school starts, you'll be looking at another little girl. And she might be looking at another little boy. And you guys may go your separate ways, right? And y'all go to college, whether you go to the same college, whether you attend the same college or not. If it's meant to be, through all of that, especially after meeting at such a young age, if it's meant to be, if that's your person, you guys will be together again. You guys will be together again. Okay? Yeah, it's been an hour and 13 minutes. I feel refreshed. Like, see, after you work out, like you be tired, or even after you do a good walk, but then like in a few minutes, you feel like, okay, let's go. Like when I'm on my elliptical or my bike and I'm wrapping it up and I cool down, so that cool down gets everything back to normal. It gets your heart rate back down. Your blood pressure starts to adjust and go back to normal. Your temperature, your respirations. And you start being like, hey, I feel good. You'll be like, I feel good. Exactly, Joyelle. That's what I wanted to tell him so bad. And I think I did tell him at one point, you need to be worried about your studies, your grades. Don't worry so much about that. Don't worry so much about that. Because let me tell you, even though they're young, that's the type of stress right there. Bullying, relationships, getting into relationships too soon. That's the type of stuff that can hold you back. Okay, get your lesson, boy. Girl, get your lesson. That's the type of stuff that can hold you back. The bullying, the peer pressure, trying to go out wherever your friends go, trying to hang with your friends, and then when your parents say no, the stress of, oh, my friend's gonna think I'm not cool, or why can't I go? Then there you are mad at your parents. You're gonna get mad at those parents. But so that one gonna happen, right? So try your best to keep the other stress down with that relationship. It seems like the happiest teenagers are the ones who aren't somewhere trying to be in a relationship. The happiest teenagers are the ones who aren't somewhere trying to be in a relationship. And especially when it comes to like boys and girls, boys are happier because the boys, I don't know, it's just men or women. What, men are from Mars, women are from Venus. The girls get so wrapped up into it, and the little boys ready to go on to another relationship. That's why they don't have as much stress when it comes to those relationships when they're young. Those boys, they see a girl right here, and they with their little girlfriend, they see 2 or 3 cute girls, man, they ain't stressing. They trying to figure out how can they talk to them without letting their girlfriend know. But the little girl, even if another little boy likes her, she trying her hardest to be so faithful, and then getting upset when she find out he talked to somebody. She's stressed out, but guess what he's doing? When you mad at him, he talking to the one who's not mad at him. And some girls are like that now, but for the most part, my experience, the boys are like that a lot. And you all stressed out, and now he trying to say he's sorry, and he upset that he got you upset. But guess what? He's still thinking about the other two or three little pretty girls he saw yesterday. Man, bye. Let them relationships be where they at. The happiest teenagers are the ones who don't call themselves dating. I'm old school when it comes to educational practice. Okay? Exactly. Get your lesson first. Get your lesson first. And you know, you aren't at the school with your kids every day. You can't really tell them control if they like a little girl, like a little boy. But you can still instill in them. Don't let somebody else's child have you worried and stressed out, okay? 9 times out of 10, you're not going to marry that little girl. You're not going to marry that little boy. If y'all continue to go to date throughout high school, you might get married. There's a slim chance. But look, most people who are married are not married to their high school sweethearts. Now, that's one I think I can say most. Some are, quite a few are, but not all of them. So get your lesson. All right? Figure out what college you're going to go to. And if you don't want to go to college, figure out what technical school, what trade school, what type of something you got to get, because you got to get something. I don't suggest just stopping at high school. You don't have to go to a 4-year college. You don't have to go to college for 4 years, 6 years. You don't have to become a doctor. You don't have to do all that stuff. But get you some type of trade, something that you can get certified, okay? Something that you can get certified. And then look at the area that you're living in, or the area that you would like to live in. See what the demand is. Usually when it comes to teaching, that demand is everywhere. Now, the pay isn't always so good, but the retirement is usually great. The retirement is usually, I'll say really good. I'll say good. You know what? Because it depends on location. I'll say the retirement can be good to great. All right. The career can be fulfilling and rewarding. And then some people go to college for 4 to 6 years and find out that they don't even want to do what they went to college for. So I'm not going to say you got to go to college. And just because you don't go to college doesn't mean you're not college material. Some of the smartest kids that I went to school with went to college. Some of the smartest kids I went to school with went to trade school, a technical school, got a 9-month, 12-month certificate, opened their own business, and they're flourishing. And you got people who went to college still paying that college tuition. They're flourishing too. But sometimes, and they wouldn't change it, some of them wouldn't change it for anything in the world. But some of them are saying, man, let me go into something else. Some people who go to college, they go back and get another trade, and that's where they end up opening their business. I know so many teachers who have like little boutiques. Sometimes those boutiques help them pay that college tuition off. So they wouldn't change it for anything in the world if they got that college degree. But sometimes it just kind of works like that. So you got people who go to trade school, technical school, don't go to college. They don't have to worry about all that. But they still maybe have have to pay for school, but they don't have 4, 5, 6 years worth of school to pay for. Okay. So sometimes I've seen people with those master's degrees, doctorates, they go back and find something else, an associate's or lower, a certificate type program. Become barbers, hairdressers, welders, body shop owners, so many things. And then they end up using that to pay for their education that they've been trying to pay off. So see, Joyelle says, exactly, my daughter isn't boy crazy yet. I know you're glad, Joyelle, but my son is a sophomore in college, and he tells me about a different young lady almost every day. Almost every day. Ruins my precious guy. Joyelle says, preach now. Joyelle, Oh, let me tell you, these boys, let me tell you something. These boys will do it. You know, some of these men get offended when you say boys, but I mean, look at the history now. We looking at the history. We looking at most cases, most case scenarios. These boys, it don't take them long to get over. Not then, like we say, not gonna say all, but it usually takes a girl a lot longer to get over a boy than it takes a boy to get over a girl. Okay, shoot, that boy looking at he already probably peeped out 2 or 3 that he would be talking to if he wasn't talking to you. So when y'all start having problems and issues, he already got Susie Q on standby. My mama said something you can fall back on. Yes, something you can fall back on. And that oftentimes can be your money maker as opposed to what you got your degree in. Now that being said, I definitely don't knock college. I promote college because there's something about college that's kind of like the military to me. If you can go to college for 4 years, you've shown dedication, you've shown commitment. And you also can make a lot of money going to college now. Don't think I'm knocking the college. I'm just saying sometimes people feel a little weird when they don't go to college, or if they're amongst a lot of people who did go to college, and they kind of feel like their self-esteem is a little low. Like, geez, I don't have a degree. I don't have a 4-year degree. I don't have a 6-year degree. I didn't, look. If you're making a living, taking care of you and your family, a lot of times you might be making more money than some of those people. Maybe not all of them, maybe some of them. I think most people just want to be able to have a career and to do something that affords them the ability to live comfortably, right? That affords them the ability to live comfortably. I think that's anybody, whether you go to get a bachelor's, whether you get an associate's, whether you get a master's, a doctorate, or even higher, or whether you just go to a certification program for 9 to 12 months. If it can help you to take care of yourself and your family, you're doing good. That's a success. So y'all know what I say. Don't let bother people bother you. Because what's probably happened is somebody somewhere else bothered them. Don't let stress people stress you out. All right? And if you find yourself in a misery lounge, grab your grip and go. GYGAG, grab your grip and go. And if they come over in your space, your spot, your ecosystem, your lounge, your house, your channel, wherever they come that belongs to you, that's your place of peace. If they come in there and they cause corruption and they bother you, kick them out. Put them out, okay? Put them out. And thank you guys for those thumbs up. I appreciate you. All right? Y'all know what I wish? I wish you peace, positivity, and prosperity. And you search for all 3 with a purpose, okay? Peace, search for peace. If you want to be on the search for something, search for peace, search for positivity, and search for prosperity. Let all 3 of those be wrapped up into one, and let that be your purpose, okay? Thank you, Joyelle, for hanging in here, sis. I appreciate you. Girl, Mad Dog probably sleep. She ain't no telling. She might be somewhere else. She might be somewhere getting into something, but she might be asleep. Mad Dog, don't you be nowhere getting into nothing. But thank each and every one of you guys for coming into this chat. I appreciate you. Thank you, Joyelle, for coming in and hanging with me to the end. I ain't gonna name everybody today because I don't want to miss anybody, but y'all know who you are, and I appreciate you, each and every one of you. I appreciate my subscribers. I appreciate the content creators. I appreciate YouTube. Joyelle says, love you, sis. Thank you, Joyelle. You know I love you more. Thank you for coming in, always being positive and always spreading words of encouragement and wisdom. So I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk in Lions Pride. Bye, y'all.